In today's video, we're primarily going to be looking at this right here, the pre-release kit. We also do have two special edition Carbonite booster packs we're going to be opening up on YouTube Short. So if you are curious about what's inside, feel free to click on the channel and view the short later on. The set came out yesterday, the 7th of March, and it actually is going on all weekend. So if you haven't picked up one of these, feel free to also check your local game store or wherever you would find your pre-release kits to see if they still have them available. Pre-release kits are a phenomenal way to actually get into the new set before it actually comes out. Now again, if you're watching this today and or maybe a couple days from now, you would be able to get this on the 7th. But the official set does come out on the 14th. So if these are again available at your local game store, feel free to pick one up. I paid around $29 USD for this box. It might vary depending on, of course, the state you're in, as well as how frequently they get your pre-release and or Star Wars Unlimited sets in. So again, check your local game store, call ahead of time. Just remember, I paid around this price, just so that way you have additional transparency in terms of how much this theoretically might cost you. Enough yapping, let's get into the box. What you can expect inside this box is 6 booster packs, 2 pre-release promo cards, 19 damage counters, 1 deck building guide, as well as 1 divider card and 1 deluxe deck box. The 2 promo leaders are going to be Han Solo and Boba Fett. Now, what you've all been waiting for, the rip! ASMR. And here's what you get inside. The first thing that you're going to notice is right here is your deck box. It's nothing too fancy, it's just your traditional cardboard box, but some of the Star Wars theming on it looks kind of cool. Of course, you've got Star Wars Unlimited Fantasy Flight games down below. Inside the box itself, you're going to find 2 things. You're going to find your promos, which we're going to take a look at in a second. You're also going to see your new divider, and we're going to take a quick close look. We have Thrawn, we have his Chimera, we have a TIE Interceptor, we have Hera and X-Wing on there, looking great. Next thing we're going to take a look at is this right here, which is your damage counters. Again, if you have played pre-releases before, you know all about this. Now granted, if you haven't, it's just a quick way to accumulate damage on whether it be bases and or units. Next thing we're going to take a look at, again, a very quick rule book. Now I won't even want to say a rule book, it's like a rule page about some of the mechanics inside the actual game itself. And what you probably all have been waiting for me to stop yapping about for is the actual packs itself. As mentioned, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 2 Poe Dameron, we have 2 R2-D2, and we have 2 Millennium Falcon. Now, before we actually get into the packs, we're going to get into this right here, which is your promos for this set itself. Now granted, you can only get both of these promo cards within the pre-release kit itself. I'm having such a tough time giving them out. But mind you, you are able to still get these cards even without the pre-release kit, but you can only get these versions within the pre-release kit itself. Again, we have this Hyperspace Han Solo looking great. I really love the artwork on here. And on the back here, we also have the Hyperspace version of him as well. Same thing, the Boba Fett one, a Hyperspace version, as well as his other Hyperspace version. Even though these hyperspaces look phenomenal, again, you can only get these within the pre-release kit itself. One thing I do gotta mention is when it comes down to previous pre-release kits such as these, you were able to get foil versions. These came from the first set, Luke and Vader. Again, I would have preferred the holo versions because I think it feels a lot more premium compared to the hyperspace versions. But again, that's just my personal choice and personal opinion. But again, these look still great. For the second time, I actually pre-opened this, and also so that way we're not sitting here for 10 hours, I'm pretty much going to go through the leaders and the rares, and I'm also going to show you the cards itself, but again, I'm not going to describe the cards as we see it. So we got a Saz Ventress, and then we got this Temple, and then here we are. Here's some of the commons and uncommons that you're going to see within the set itself. Again, feel free to click and pause on any card that you see fit if you want to learn more or just want to see the artwork more. I think some of the artwork here and some of the introductions of some of the new mechanics are great. I've yet to play the set myself, but I'm looking forward to doing that. This is our first uncommon with Blue Leader, and then we got a Dryden Voss card right here. It looks kind of cool. And our rare is the Raditz, which is really cool looking. And our foil is a landing shuttle. Second Poe Dameron case, or pack. We got a green Darth Vader. Again, quickly, not to be confused with this red Darth Vader over here. Two totally different leaders, even though it's the same character. Oh, cool. We got the Endor shield generator. And again, going through these real quick. So again, if you would like to learn more about these cards or just kind of want to look at the artwork again, feel free to pause the video and click on them. We've seen this card before, I believe. Ooh, we got the Mandalorian, but he's only just an uncommon. And this is our rare Hotshot Maneuver. And we got a Hyperspace Foil Poe Dameron. That's pretty cool. Even though the Poe is just an uncommon, I still think he looks great. Next, we're gonna open up this Millennium Falcon one right here. I highly doubt, but it would be amazing if we got a showcase. We got Wedge Antilles, and we got Chopper Base, which we've seen before. Again, going through these real quick until we get to the rare and uncommons, or rather the rare as well as the Hyperspace foils and the foils. BB-8. First time seeing BB-8, I believe. We got a Hyperspace Executor, and that is a legendary, so that's a great one right here. And our rare is Phantom 2, and we got this right here, the X-34 Land Speeder, and this is just a common, but this is our foil. The other Millennium Falcon pack, we got Major Vonreg, and we got Theed Palace, one of my favorite planets. A Jedi Cruiser. We got Phoenix Squadron A-Wing. We got Red Squadron. Another Juggernaut. Ooh, a Hyperspace Juggernaut. Our rare is Relentless Fire Spray, and our foil is going to be an Uncommon Gunship. On to the R2-D2 packs. Again, we're kind of hoping for a showcase. Probably not going to happen pre-release kits, but if it ever did happen to you, let me know down below. And we have a Poe Dameron, a Hyperspace Poe rather, and we got a Hyperspace Chopper Base. And some Sith Troopers. Oh, nice. Another Hyperspace Militia. We've seen them before. Ooh, we got another legendary Invincible. And just got a TIE Bomber. Last one, the R2-D2. Again, looking for a showcase. Probably not going to get one, but it'd be amazing and phenomenal if we did. And we got It's a Trap as a card. And we also got Cloud City as a Hyperspace, which is kind of cool. Hyperspace Repair, again, we've seen this in set 1. I don't know why they've been reprinting a lot of the same cards, but maybe it's just for viability, or maybe the people who can't get the first set are able now to get some of the cards. And Dengar. Oh, we got Ahsoka Tano, the adult version, in a rare. Again, Ahsoka is probably one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars, so this is really cool to see. And we got a Hyperspace Foil Clone Pilot. Kind of cool. Quick recap of all the good things we got. Again, we got Ahsoka Tano, we got the Fire Spray, we got Phantom 2, we got Hot Shot Maneuver, and we got the Radis as our rares. The Hyperspace Foil Legendary, which is probably the best one out of the pulls so far. This is going to be our foils slash hyperspace foils. Again, we got the Clone Pilot in here, we got the TIE Bomber, we got the Gunship, we got the X-34, and we got Poe Dameron, as well as the Landing Shuttle. And our leaders, Hyperspace Poe Dameron, Admiral Akbar, Major Vorang, we got Wedge Antilles, Darth Vader, Asajj Ventress, and of course our two promos, Hyperspace Boba and Hyperspace Han. And there you have it. This is typically what you're going to find within the pre-release kit. Again, you're going to get a great group of leaders. Hopefully you get a leader that you like. You also get your cool foils and hyperspace foils, some rares, and hopefully some legendaries, and again, a group of cards to play with. Now comes my opinion. Is this worth your money? Should you pick this up? And is it a great introduction to the game? Value-wise, I think this is a decent value. Typical MSRP for packs are around $5, and this thing costs around 30 bucks. So again, 5 times 6 for 6 packs, you're already making your money back, and you get additional things such as a little deck box, even though it is cardboard. You do get the damage counters, and of course, you do get your pre-release cards up here, which again, you cannot get anywhere else except the pre-release pack. So again, value-wise, I think the value exceeds the price. Also, you get to play with these cards officially 1 week before the set officially releases. So again, you get the ability to kind of test mechanics, test decks out before the set actually releases. Is this great value, again, for someone who may be looking into getting into Star Wars Unlimited for the first time? I want to say yes. You get a ton of leaders. Again, you got a stock of cards, like I said before, and you got a great introduction to play with the set before it actually comes out. But I also say no at the same time, because there's so many new mechanics in here. I think a lot of the mechanics could be relatively confusing to someone who's never played the game in the first place. If you are curious about some of the mechanics inside the game itself, I highly recommend you also pick up the 2-player starter deck, which I'll put right here. So that way, at least you can then get a more comprehensive view on some of the rules that are actually within the game. And there you have it. Hopefully you all enjoyed the pre-release unboxing for the new set, Jump to Lightspeed. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, share, comment, and also subscribe if you are feeling that generous. This is such a fun game to play, and I'm just really excited we're already on the 4th set. Until next time, take care everyone.